Hey, Fire Joker here, and I just got a ton of games off Steam because of the summer sale, and I thought I'd give you my thoughts on some of them. And I got these games based off your recommendations for me, thank you. And here we go. First game I got was Borderlands, and I don't know, it might be that I'm just not in the MMO mood right now, but I'm really not enjoying it. And a lot of the players on there, even though it's an MMO, are not very, for lack of a better word, helpful. Most of the people are just like, they're just for themselves, and they're leaving me in the dust, and I'm all confused and stuff, and yeah, not very helpful. And I do feel that the game is trying a little too hard to be funny when it's really not. It's like, I knew that robot wasn't going to be funny the minute the game had to tell me it was funny. It's not funny, it's annoying. Next game, Dead Rising 2. Substantial improvement over the first one. I did not like the first one. It was too clunky. It wasn't really all that fun. But the second one, much better. The game freaking opens with you on a motorcycle with two chainsaws attached to your motorcycle, and you're in a game to run over as many zombies as you can. That's freaking awesome! Yeah, and I liked the ability for co-op. That I thought that was pretty nice, and I like the ability to be able to combine two different items in order for weapons. I like my favorite one so far is the portal mower. That's friggin' fun. I don't like the fact that things can turn on, like your partners can turn on you if you accidentally hit them. I hate friendly fire so friggin' much. And time limits. Time limits barely missed getting put on my top 10 things I hate in video games. Barely. Ugh. And the entire game feels like one big time limit. I kind of went in expecting a sandbox game. Ugh. The game is still fun though. I get it's a good play. So next game, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. I'm gonna be honest. I only played Devil May Cry for about 2 levels and like a long time ago, and then I just stopped. Here I started on it again. I bought it on the computer, and I had to change the settings. I had to change the controls a little bit because those controls were not friendly whatsoever. I had to map them to be more similar to Dynasty Warriors because that's the only beat 'em up style that's the good beat 'em up style. And so far, Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, it's better than the normal edition because the normal edition was impossible. And what I just love about Devil May Cry 3 is that it's so tongue-in-cheek ridiculous. It's Dante gets a missile fired at him and he jumps on it and surfs around on it. That's freaking funny. It's like, I love how he just acts completely cruel and ridiculous for the sake of comedy. It's like, how do they come up with this stuff? And I just love how Dante just mounts off to that big Cerberus thing. He's like, Dante's just friggin' hilarious. And it's also the first time I've seen Cerberus depicted as an ice monster. Okay, continuing, what else is that? Magic. Thank you, YouTube, for introducing me to Magica. That game is totally up my alley. Magicka is just, holy crap. If I had to sum up Magicka in one word, it would be clever. Because basically the way Magicka plays is that you've got pretty much 8 elements, and you can combine these 8 elements in various ways. Like you can combine 3 fires and 2 rocks for a giant flame. You can shoot a giant flaming boulder. Or you can combine arcane and lightning to shoot a lightning beam. You can combine earth and shield to create a wall of earth. And it's just incredibly clever. And the fact that it does not take itself seriously is a plus. I thought it was just going to be another generic fantasy game, but it quickly pulls a fast one on you. It's like the references to Monty Python, the references to 300, the references to pop culture in general. I love this game. The only real beef I have with the game, well, actually I have 2 beefs. The first one is friendly fire. I did not realize how much I hated friendly fire until now. Ugh. That friendly fire makes that game so frustrating sometimes. And, but to be honest, friendly fire isn't usually a problem if there would be more people playing. Goodness gracious, there is no one on that game. It's such a good game too. It's like I can never join anybody, or nobody will ever join mine. It's so marketed to be a 4-player adventure game. I just don't understand it. But still, I love Magicka. It's probably on my top 20 video games. Let's see, what did I also buy? Saints Row 2. Infinitely better than Grand Theft Auto 4. Why? Because Saints Row 2 understand that if you're put into a sandbox game, you want to be able to do whatever the heck you want, and not have your cousin calling you every 5 seconds, not having restrictions put on you, and having all these activities involve blowing something up. The game just kicks you into this big world and says, go crazy. That's what I love a game for me to do. Just Cause 2 did that as well. It just threw you into the world and said, blow crap up. That's how you win. Okay, game, I'll do that. Thank you. I just love games that let me do that. Did I buy anything else? Oh yes, I bought Prince of Persia, Forgotten Sands. I'm not sure what to think about it because it seems similar to the first Prince of Persia, gameplay-wise, and it's got the snarky Prince of Persia back. It's like he's got the bratty, arrogant attitude from the first one, but I'm really not seeing any development going on. It's like what made the first Prince of Persia good is that the first Prince of it's like the prince was supposed to be like the opposite of Farah, and their personalities would keep conflicting, and their personalities would constantly clash, resulting in comedy. The only comedy comes from references to previous games, and that's all fine and dandy, but it's not really all that compelling per se. Alright, and I thought I'd do something special for each Unscripted now. I've decided to answer a PM sent to me after each episode. I'm not going to do those mailboxes where I answer just a whole bunch. I'm going to do one per episode, and Today's message comes from Super Blazing Nova. Cool man. What do you feel about the Sly Cooper series? I'm gonna be honest. I've only played the first Sly Cooper. I liked it though. It was a good balance of stealth and action. It played great. It was funny. It also brought some really good platforming. It also encouraged you to find all the collectibles. That was good. Story was a little forgettable, but whatever. I haven't played the next Sly Coopers, but I'm actually considering it if I ever get a PS3. They're so freaking expensive.
Cut!